Hello everyone. In today's fictional creatures profile, we're going to be doing is the prehistoric piranha from Piranha 3D and Piranha 3DD, or it is known as Picocentrus natari, or the original piranha, are an ancient prehistoric species of piranha that was long believed to be extinct around 2 million years ago. Unlike the previous piranha versions, which were genetically engineered creatures, these versions are naturally existing creatures and the main antagonists of two films. A tremor has caused the prehistoric piranhas that were trapped underground to be unleashed in Lake Victoria, Arizona, and began devouring anyone or anything that came across. And which must have been trapped underground for over 2 million years, where they have grown ultra aggressive. And Goodman takes out a sample of a piranha's fossil, side by side. He speculated that the tremor which occurred this morning has created a reef and opened the underground prehistoric lake, freeing the piranhas. And he said that these prehistoric piranhas used to live in the Colorado River until the Pleistocene, the Ice Age. More than 2 million years later, to which there are some inaccuracies. I know it's a film, but I'm gonna say it. When he said this name is genus Piranha natari, that genus name is from a red belly piranha. But piranhas did not evolve until the Miocene period. Well, there are some fossil record reports that they dated as early or the late Cretaceous period. It's not confirmed if they evolved in the dinosaur age, but still some unidentified records or reports of them. But if they did, they are either from the early Cretaceous or the late Cretaceous period. And how do they survive underwater, in the ground underwater for all this time? If I had to speculate, when the KT extinction event, which killed all the dinosaurs, these piranhas must have swam down into an underground cave system in the water and stayed there and survived throughout. How would they feed on? The answer: cannibalism. meaning that they cannibalizing each other beneath the surface of the earth. So they must have fought each other. As you can see in this individual, that it has bite marks all over its body. And when they when they do their frilling out with their gills, they're sensing. That's how they hunt. Like if you put your finger in the water, when a piranha sense it, yeah, they'll they will bite. Because they hunt in schools. When a piranha takes a first bite, more of them come, and blood attracts them. And for their behavior, well, they are downright embodied their real life counterparts, exaggerated in erroneous reputation as one of the most ferocious freshwater fish, as well as a typical man eating monster, seemingly always hungry, aggressive, bloodthirsty, and possess infamous taste of human flesh. What further set these piranhas apart from their real life counterparts, which primarily a timid scavenger and forager, being seemingly in part of fight or flight response, as Novak described the behavior of one of the one one of he and Julie brought to Carl to be extremely aggressive. Carl speculated it it to be a tribute to their 2 million years old predicament in the underground lake they originally trapped within the pocket ecosystem, spared these creatures from extinction, yet lack significant and self-sustaining food source, and resorted they resorted to cannibalism. Weaker piranhas had to perish, so most persist of their kind survived. If anything, current generation of these piranhas are decidedly malice compared to their ancestors, which just as instinctive and and aforementioned real life counterparts. And like their real life counterparts, piranhas don't always eat meat. Because sometimes, for example, the red belly piranha is omnivorous. That you know or may not know about because their diet typically includes fruits, larvae insects, mollusks, and carrion and fish. And here's one thing that stands out. How did these prehistoric piranhas manage to get in North America? From what I'm understanding, these piranhas are only found in South America, So, how do they get there? Well, there is no river that to connects to North America in the Great American Interchange. So somehow they man- somehow they managed to migrate there. If I had to guess, they either in the Cretaceous, because freshwater fish like piranhas cannot tolerate salt water. But if they try to swim in saltwater oceans, if they tried this, they would experience significant stress and eventually die because piranhas are freshwater fish and their bodies are not adapted to handle high salt concentration of ocean waters because dis, this can disrupt their bodily functions and cause organ damage. But what if they had an ancestor that can tolerate and swim in saltwater oceans and migrated to North America in the Western Interior Seaway? If that's possible, if they had an ocean saltwater ancestor. And what about their diet? Like the diets of various serrasalamaid fish, which is their family, that their diet includes seeds, fruits, leaves, and various invertebrates and vertebrate prey. Fish and either omnivorous, herbivorous, and strictly carnivorous. But these ones are hyper carnivorous. What would their diet would be? Well, they would prey on small to mid-sized animals. But in the Pleistocene, well, if an animal is wounded, if it swam in water, that it the prawns would try to devour that animal. And what about their natural predators? Hmm. Well, well, their real life counterparts, their natural predators are crocodiles, river dolphins, and herrings, birds. But what about their Mesozoic what about their Mesozoic ones? Hmm. If I had to take a guess at their natural predators in their time, would be species of gar in the Cretaceous, dromaeosaurids, and even Mesozoic crocodilians. A year after the attack on Lake Victoria, an eradication campaign has left the lake uninhabitable for life, and the town itself has been largely abandoned as a result of drying up the lake. Due to the lost habitat and food source, the piranhas moved out to cross the lake via underground tunnels and sewage pipes, where they managed to find food in the start of the movie. The two farmers are seen looking for their prized cow, only to find it dead, and piranha eggs have been laid into the cow's corpse, and the farmers are killed by the swarm. Now that's interesting that these piranhas lay eggs in an animal's body. That behavior is some that behavior is very similar to spider wasp species that they stung stung them and lay eggs in their bodies. When a baby hatches, they eat them alive. Very disturbing and similar behavior of that. And it was later told that the piranhas must have found a way to through the pipes and underground tunnels, because they can break through anything with their heads. And once they arrive at the water park, begin to devour everyone. Now, here's the thing. Because these prehistoric piranhas swim in pools in water, which is chlorinated water. If a piranha tries to swim in chlorinated water, their real life counterparts, they will likely experience stress and eventually die due to chlorine's toxic effects on their gills and skin. Just like most other fish, the higher the chlorine concentration, the faster the negative impact will be. And how these prehistoric piranhas can adapt to chlorinated waters, well, we don't know. And at the end of the film, Goodman informs them that these piranhas are evolving to walk on land. Not only that, they can adapt to pretty much anything that throws at them. And that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe, and see you later, guys.